Hala, I want to talk about picky eaters. It's one of the challenges a lot of us are facing. And I know that's an area that you look at. So tell us about picky eating, what it is, how does a child become a picky eater? How do we go about it?
Well, sometimes with picky eaters, it can be very frustrating to parents. We need to understand that some kids do have sensory issues. And there's that window, right, that we discussed earlier where we do the food introduction of foods to kids. But we have to remember that kids need to be exposed to a food at least 15, 17 times before they accept it. So a lot of parents ask me, what do you mean, Hala, by exposed? It means that they have to see it, they have to try it and not like it and try it again and again and again. They have to see you eat it. And that's how we break this barrier. And it needs patience, it needs time. There should never be like a confrontation or, aggressiveness when we are imposing certain foods to kid, but just having it available. Kids need to see it. They're not going to wake up one day and start eating Brussels sprouts. So it's very important to this again expose them to the food.
Yeah. And as a parent, if I myself don't like Brussels sprouts, how do I get my child to eat Brussels sprouts?
No, but you have to you have to like Brussels sprouts. They don't have to eat it every day, but you cannot expect something from your child if you don't do it yourself, right? It's like monkey see, monkey do. We need to be good role models. So they need to see you, have your vegetables, have healthy foods, not be eating fried foods and fast foods and things like that, so that they mimic also your habits.
Right. So Brussels sprouts it is, right? We struggle quite a bit with once a child does become a picky eater, and I'm talking about the progression. So let's say the food introduction has not gone well. And for a lot of parents, that is the truth, that it has not gone well. And we are now beyond that 5-year mark that you talked about. What can we do?
It's never too late, right, Megha? We have to always keep trying. So what we do is we try to negotiate a lot with the child. So for example,
Mm.
and that I see a lot in the clinic because they would tell me, the parent would tell me, oh, he doesn't eat any vegetables. And then the child would say, no, I eat, carrots and corn. So we have to try to find this midway and try to negotiate, okay, which vegetables are okay? And
Mhm.
start with those, which fruits are okay? And start with those. And then slowly try to negotiate, okay, which one are you willing to try? And a lot of times the child would tell me, oh, well, I never tried mushrooms. So how do you know, for example, that you don't
Right.
like them? So there needs to be this kind of work or pathway that's put there so that the child is more exposed and slowly, slowly reduces this fear from this new food. Because it's like, in psychology, let's say if you're scared of spiders, they will tell you, okay, first think of a spider, draw a spider, get close to a spider, then touch a spider, for example. So same thing with the food. They need to see what the food is. They need to see it. Maybe sometimes try to offer the food in a different form. So let's say with carrots, I tried to make like a carrot bread.
Mm.
So change the form of the food, but it will still have the taste and the smell, but it will not visually be there, right?
Right.
And then you can try to offer it with their favorite dish. So with pasta, on a pizza, with rice, but slowly, slowly integrate the food. So there are ways that we can work with the child and the families.
Right. And what you're telling me is that as parents, first we need to also eat those Brussels sprouts.
Yes, yes, we need to be a good role model. It's very important. And then, it's also important to take our child to the grocery store to
Yeah.
have them initiated. Maybe go weigh in the vegetables, weigh in the Brussels sprouts so that they are, less fearful of this, what's this greenish kind of vegetable that's on my plate? Because that's what it is really. It's fear. That's why they are picky.